Imagine the scene. A handsome fellow stands at the edge of a cliff, equipped with a high-tech force field device that allows him to hover just a few inches above the ground. Confident in his contraption's ability to prevent a disastrous landing, he leaps forward. What do you suppose happens next? A. The magnificent subject lands beautifully, undamaged. Or B. Is he comically liquefied in a horrific fluid form of his former self? Hello, I am catLulu. Welcome to the channel. As an eager observer of human civilization, I've found its understanding of the laws of nature quite intriguing. Despite your fancy gadgets and big brains, misconceptions persist, like this one about falling. Silly humans. To many, the most intuitive answer to our question is A. After all, how could our subject be harmed if he never touched the ground? Well, the truth is B. It is not contact that causes damage, but the sudden deceleration, which involves significant forces and energy transformations. In a typical fall, the ground applies the forces that bring the object to a stop. In our example, however, the force field device does the same job, halting the subject mid-air at a set height. Only in this case, there is no physical contact. But the physics, it's just as brutal. So why does abrupt deceleration cause damage? What is the physical explanation? As an object falls, it accelerates and accumulates kinetic energy, the energy of motion. This energy is proportional to both the object's mass and the square of its velocity, meaning even a small increase in speed packs a huge punch. If the velocity doubles, the energy quadruples. If the velocity triples, the energy increases ninefold. Boom. Exponential catastrophe. The key moment occurs when the motion comes to a sudden stop, whether by hitting the ground or by being abruptly halted mid-air by advanced technology. To instantly stop the body, enormous forces are required. Think F equals ma, where A is that brutal deceleration. If these forces create enough stress to exceed the body's structural limits, it will be damaged. Energy is never lost. When the object ceases motion, the accumulated kinetic energy must transform, often into deformation, structural damage, and other forms of physical trauma. If the forces are gentle enough not to breach the body's resistance, it might dissipate only as heat, sound, or vibration. No harm done. But in high-energy falls, bones break, tissues tear, organs rupture. Under gradual deceleration, like when deploying a parachute, velocity changes to zero over a longer period of time. This decreases acceleration and, therefore, the forces applied to the body during the stopping process, as the dissipation of the kinetic energy is spread out over that extended duration rather than concentrated in an instant. In extreme scenarios, such as in our handsome subject's unfortunate experience, the energy transfer is so rapid and intense that it doesn't just injure the body, it catastrophically overwhelms its structural integrity, tragically or humorously if you are into that, liquefying him into a disastrous fluid form. Ouch! TV shows, movies, and video games consistently portray a distorted view of this phenomenon, leading to its misunderstanding. From hovering vehicles falling undamaged from great heights to free-falling people being caught in midair with supernatural abilities or tech devices, humans love ignoring physics for plot convenience, don't they? Abrupt jumps to light speed like in Star Wars or Star Trek would turn crews into jelly without gimmicky excuses like inertial dampeners. In all these cases and in many other popular tropes, like grappling or soft landings, the sudden stop would inflict similar injuries as hitting the ground. If you ever find yourself in a leap of faith situation, remember that physics doesn't care about your heroics. That's it for today. Hopefully, I was able to help you understand a little bit more about this misconception. Next time a movie character survives a fall, you'll know better and maybe chuckle at the absurdity. Sorry for breaking your suspension of disbelief. If you are interested in such topics, please don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Like, share, and stay tuned for our next episode. Until then, and farewell, curious humans.
Not the drop that breaks the soul, but the pause that takes its toll. Hidden spark.